Hi everyone, it's Don from Crux Terminatus with the Stormhammer super heavy tank. This is part one of I don't know how many yet to come, but basically I've been commissioned to build this for a very good friend of mine, and this was arriving in the post today. So kicks off with the standard Baneblade frames, which I'm sure you're all very familiar with. The last one slightly warped, but there you go. And interestingly enough, this wasn't the best thing that happened to me today. There you go, I'll leave you wondering on that, but yeah, it's amazing how a few words from someone can make your day. And so onto the big sack of resin, and it is a hugely heavy kit. This one is super heavy, it's not an exaggeration. But first and foremost, I have to tell you that I'm not a massive fan of Forgeworld's quality assurance processes. If you've seen any of the videos on the site, you'll know that. But this is quite simply superbly cast. The detail on it is just, amazing. So that's the engine power plant block at the rear there. Sorry, I should be saying that as I go along. And that's the first of the side sponsons. And every single one of these, the rivets are all there. There's no air bubbles at all, and practically from this limited look, there's practically no warping at all, which is just staggering, really. I also got today some other bits and bobs for the same person, and they were Ogrins, which I'll unbox another time. But you can see that there's obviously been a step change in the quality assurance methods of the sculpting, because everything is, even the numbers are all put in digitally now, which makes a massive difference. That's the front main plate, and the detail of all the pipes and all the little hatches and all the rest of it is so crisp and so clear. And I know that this is a very new model. It was only released the other day, so the moulds will be very fresh, but even at that, the quality is superb. Apart from this bit, this obviously one of the exhaust stacks, you'll see there's a few sort of random lumps that have made it through the casting process, and I'm not sure if this one's spun cast or whatever, but you can still see the mould line, whereas the bigger pieces you can't see anything. And that would be the main cannon, the Stormhammer cannon, sorry, should I say. And the I wouldn't want to mess with this on the battlefield, but as I say, I'll never be actually fielding it. It'll be Dave, whose hand you saw there in the background there. But look at the detail on that. How crisp is that? That's just, as far as I'm concerned, that's a step change, and I don't know how it's happened or why it's happened. Well, why it's happened probably because they need to fight back against China Forge, but I'm very glad to say that it looks like it has happened. So the main weapons on this are the turret mounted Stormhammer cannon and the dual battle cannons, which are there. You'll be glad to know they actually point in the same direction when you've mounted them properly. But the side sponson weapon options, Dave would really like them to be magnetised. Now, it's not something I've tried before on a sort of big scale model. Front mud flaps, which are very reminiscent of Russian Cold War era tanks. But the side sponson weapons, going back to them, you get the full options. There are 4 different options, and I'm going to try and magnetise them all to be able to hot swap just before any game that he wants to field it in. And at this moment in time, we're thinking about a sort of blue urban camo pattern. Just I don't know how that's going to turn out. We'll see how it goes. But normally, I sort of try and stick to as close to the brief as I can. So here, let's have a look at these options here. So that's the 6 flamers, and again, perfectly cast. The 6 lasers, laser cannons, should I say? 6 heavy bolters, or the multi-lasers. There's also a coaxial multi-laser and a coaxial las cannon, I believe, which I think I might actually show here. Yeah, so that's the main sort of turret coax weapons as well, and the big towing hook. All in all, this model is like it's like working in a Ferrari garage. I'll never be able to afford them myself, but being able to work on commissions for other people, it gives me the enjoyment. So stick with us. I hope you stick with the whole program. I don't know how many videos it's going to be, but it should be worth it, and I'll take you every step of the way. So thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, like and subscribe if you would, that'd be great. Thank you, bye bye.